Alright, so it's day 3 of the delivery diaries. Should technically be day 6, but I wasn't feeling too well, so I didn't bring the camera with me to work for a few days. Just doing good, feeling a lot better. It was President's Day yesterday, so it was nice. I got to relax for a couple of days. It didn't work, which was nice. Gave me time to kind of heal. And now I'm just waiting for this traffic to ease up a little bit. Waiting for my GPS to pick up the signal. I know where it's going. Got a girl looking at me like I'm crazy, which is cute. There's the only thing bad about doing this. You talking to yourself, people think you're crazy. Man, there's a lot of cars today. Anyways, so I've just been thinking about the kind of content that I would like to bring. I haven't been consistent really. I'm gonna do a video pretty much breaks down everything you should know about as a delivery driver, and then I'm gonna do one that everything you should know as a customer about the delivery drivers. So that way, I'm hoping that people will watch and hopefully get some drivers to contribute some tips, no pun intended, on how to get tips, because it's really hard out there right now. When I first started this, the economy wasn't so bad about 2 years ago, which I hate to admit, but I picked up the job because I just got off unemployment and I was going back to school. It was only supposed to be a temporary job till I found something better. But the economy, a few months later, took a crash, and the job, I haven't been able to find a good paying job. My background is in IT. Unfortunately, a lot of jobs are now looking for, well, they call it entry level, but they consider entry level to be about 4 or 5 years, which I think is a little bit ridiculous, because of when you think entry level, you're thinking somebody who just getting into the industry from out of school. So I think that would be more realistically a year or 2, but I don't set the standards, so. Oh, it's very warm today. It's warmest it's been in a while. It's about 70 degrees out today, which my body's adjusted to the 40-50 degree weather, and now it's 70 degrees out, so I'm sweating a little bit today. I'm a cold climate kind of person. I definitely prefer it over the heat. I wouldn't mind moving up north to like Washington, where it's a lot cooler up there. Their summers are nice. They never usually get higher than 80 degrees. So that's not entirely true. Last summer they were hitting 100-degree weather, which is very, very odd for Washington. Taking an order to a gentleman downtown. I think it's a gentleman. Let's say that. It could be. No, it's a lady downtown. Get a lot of orders downtown. There's not a whole lot of establishments in that area due to it being an older part of the town. These kids walking on the railroad tracks, that's not safe. They have a few little small restaurants down there, but people love their pizza. I admit I chose a delivery driver position just because it's I thought it was gonna be an easy job, and for the most part I was right. Well, the first place I worked, it was when I first started there. The delivery drivers, all they did was fold boxes, cut pizzas, and deliver, which was extremely easy. But then after a management change, they wanted the drivers to be more active and do a lot more, answer phones, make pizzas, cut pizzas, stuff like that. And so I was there for that transitional change for a while. I turned out to be one of the harder workers, but I ended up quitting there because me and the district manager had a few differences. He thought he was untouchable, and I thought he was, a little jerk. But I left afterwards, and every once in a while I go back there, order food because it's really close to where I live, and him and I seem to get along okay now. I still don't like him. He's a short little guy, Napoleon syndrome. But it's, you gotta get difficult managers no matter where you work, and me quitting was kind of childish, but I did it for that. I mean, it wasn't childish at the same time, because I did find I was looking for a better paying delivery job, and the one I went to, definitely I do make more money. The last place I made $15-20 a night. Here I make $30 to $50 a night. Except for over summertime where I was making $40-50 a night, which was fantastic. Oh my god, I miss those tips. Every once in a while you still get them. The main reason behind it was that you do more deliveries here. The place I work is a more upper class pizza joint. They're not inexpensive pizzas. You're looking at, for a large specialty, it's about $25. Then you got delivery charge and tax, all that good stuff. And almost smacked into somebody. And because of it, we tend to get a better clientele. We have our cheap pizzas, unfortunately. Cheap pizzas are a delivery driver's worst nightmare, because the only people who order cheap pizzas are people with no money. And in my opinion, if you don't have enough money to tip the driver, you shouldn't be ordering pizza, because you could put that money towards, for what you pay for a pizza, you could probably buy, a week's worth of food. At least when I go grocery shopping, I know how to stretch out my budget and get a lot of food for $10-15, which is not just top ramen, all that other junk. But they think they're getting a little luxury. But in my opinion, if you're gonna order a pizza, you should order a good pizza, something tasty, something that it's got a lot of flavor to it. Not the cheapo cardboard pizza that only people with no money and kids would order. But not everyone thinks like that, unfortunately. So we're coming up on our destination. So talk to you in a moment.